Okay, so building on Web3 with TypeScript, powered by Appillon and Appillon SDK. This is the main thing I'm gonna talk to you about. And first, for those that don't know what Appillon is, I just want to do a quick introduction and a few feature sets. So we are a Web3 development platform. We abstract away complexities from different parachains and make it easy to use for Web2 developers. And from the feature side, there's a few that we have for a while, which is decentralized storage powered by IPFS network and Crust parachain. And here we offer you, simple drag and drop functionalities, SDK, CLI. You can create IPNSs, more complex features, and we offer custom IPFS gateways. This is then, let's say, upgraded with decentralized hosting, so you can host your website in a decentralized manner. We give you an SSL certificate and a very easy to understand Web2 way of deploying that website. We do NFT minting, a nice configurator from the front-end side. You can deploy on Moonbeam, on A-Star, etc. And you can do a remark standard NFT, so nestables, or a ERC 721. And we have killed identity, and those things we have had for a while, but now we're busy the last few months, and there's a few things that I want to showcase. One is we integrated sub0 parachain, which resulted in two services. One is decentralized chat rooms called Grill Chat from the sub0 side, and on-chain identity. So sub0 provides on-chain identity as well as Polkadot does. So you can fetch for any substrate-based address if they have any of those two identities info. And with that goes along also like a SDK for validation of wallets. So you can log in with wallet via EVM or substrate wallet as well. We integrated compute power from Fala. The Schrodinger's NFT is now available to use. And all of this is packed, of course, as the title suggests, in a TypeScript SDK, so you can easily use it. But there's still APIs for any other language and a CLI for all of this. But the main thing I actually want to focus on today is pre-built solutions. So what are pre-built solutions? Basically for developers, or maybe even non-developers that are coming into the ecosystem and want to see how to develop things, we already did develop a few of them, so they can see, have code, how to do it, or they can just take it and use it as their own. So basically, they consist of front-end, back-end. Front-end is in, of course, TypeScript, Vue.js. Back-end is in Node.js, Express, so we have APIs as well in TypeScript. And a few of them that we have is like airdropping an NFT to emails, whitelist claim of NFTs, proof of attendance tokens where a QR code is generated every few seconds, so no one can, you really have to be at the event to get it. And some of these were even already tested in production. If any of you claim the pink NFT, for example, that was done through our pre-built solution. If we also tested it in a festival in Slovenia called Ment, where an email airdrop was tested as well. And today, that's what I want to showcase to you as well. So basically, for all of you listening, sitting here, and those listening at home, you can claim an NFT. And because I don't know any of you, I mean, I know some of you, but I don't know your emails, I don't know your wallets, and I want to give you an NFT directly. This solution works in a way that you sign up with an email address. You get an email, obviously. And then at any point you want, either today or tomorrow or somewhere else, you can connect your wallet, and an NFT will drop into that. So let's see the bit. First, I'm just gonna show how it looks like. This is now running on my local host. Very simple design. But let's go more into the code part. So, and I just want to mention, you can see on GitHub that this is just forked, and a few changes for this specific demo. So first thing I want to show is how this is deployed. So this is deployed with a GitHub action. So every time I push, it automatically builds. This is all just npm install, generates the Vue.js code in a static page. I have to say that currently we only support static pages, so for React next things, you cannot really do that. That's just limitation of IPFS, but we're thinking and working on that as well. Don't worry. Then you just need the API key secret, the UID of the website that you want to deploy, and a single line of CLI command to make that happen. So how does this look like on the dashboard? So this is our Appillon dashboard, and you can go into hosting, and here you'll see I have this demo website set up. I created the website, I hooked my domain to it, just a record and text record. Now every time I push, gets built, bam, you're live. The next thing I need to give you an NFT, I need an actual NFT so I can create one. Now, to be honest, I already prepared everything for the actual claim. That is mostly because it still takes a while for transaction to get confirmed and deploys to verify. So I'm just gonna go through the motions to show you how it's done. So basically, I have a CSV file here where you can see the names, the descriptions, and images of the NFT. I could have multiple attributes here, as you can see, of different marketplaces. But I'm keeping it simple. I can just select and use this CSV, proceed, so I don't have any attributes, so I can just confirm here and add an image. And here I can preview my NFTs, and they look good. For now, I'm just gonna do a few test things here. So I name it, I give it a symbol, I can choose the chain where I want to deploy, and I want this collection to be generic, meaning this is ERC721. It's not nestables, because I don't want it to be. I want this to be a limited supply of 100. There's around there that much of you here, so that should work out. I want them to be soulbound because, well, you're here and you can't transfer that to someone else. They're not revocable, they won't be tradable, so there's no use for royalties, and I'm just gonna proceed. And the last thing I do is one final preview, and I can deploy. And I'll let this do its thing. I won't actually use this exact collection, but why not? So this will now upload and generate all the metadata. It will upload it to IPFS, deploy a collection on, I think I chose Moonbase, so a testnet, upload that, deploy that collection, and yeah, make it available for me. Now that I have an NFT collection, I have to connect it to my backend. So this backend basically has environment variables, which I set up. I have an admin wallet, because there's an admin as well, so you can see what's going on. I'm going to send you an email, so I need some SMTP data. I need my key secret and the collection on which I'm deploying. And there's some CAPTCHA for bots. And those are basically the main things that I need to configure, and my pre-built solution is ready to go. Now, I also have Dockerfile, Docker Compose, and even the proxy, so you can take this and run it wherever you want. I'm running it on DigitalOcean. The proxy even configures your HTTPS, Let's Encrypt, whatever. And I want to touch a bit here on the decentralization part. So I'm saying this is a DApp because the end result is decentralized, but I still am running a small centralized server for this. Now, I think in this case it's pretty much okay. I'm giving you an NFT, so I'm a central authority giving it to you, so it doesn't really matter if I run it in a central manner. But even looking forward, if you want to run this decentrally, there are projects out there that we're actively researching and actively want to integrate into Appillon that would provide fully decentralized running of this code. And those are Acarest, Akash, Fala, etc. And that is like the next step. And with this, you're at least ready to go for that. But let's be honest, currently we're not there, so some central server for running some backend code is usually required. I just want to show a bit more of the code part. So here I have like the claim airdrop part. It's really basic Express.js, no additional bunch of bullshit, just straightforward. So it's easy to see and copy codes or parts of the code that you want. And you can see how with our SDK you can validate a signature and validate an address, how you can set up a collection, mint or airdrop the NFT, etc. Now, with this, the NFT is done, set, we have everything ready to go. But I also want to add a decentralized chat. So this is powered by sub0. And yeah, they asked me to mention this. So this is, I think, the Appillon demo. Yeah. So how this chat works, you create like a hub. There you can have multiple chats in. Then you create those chats. And once you create them, it's basically a very simple configuration that you just add to the code. And the interesting thing is anyone that adds this configuration can see the same chat from different platforms. So I can have it on Appillon dashboard, I can have it on the demo site, and I can have it on a completely X site as well, and everything connects automatically together since it's fully decentralized on that way. So because I'm not like a expert front-end developer or anywhere near that, I cheated a bit and already pre-made so a few things. Basically, the div class for the grill is already set up and already installed the dependency. That's it. So the other thing I need to do is first import this to my template, and I'm gonna do this on the script side. And now this configuration, let's disable the back button, so there's only one chat available. Oh, I copied a bit too much. It's a bit hard to do this with one hand. Man, let's say here my page is mounted. Let's add this and just initialize. And that's it. Very simple. And if I go here, yeah, it's already present. So that's all you need to do. Just create it, set it in, and now you can message away. And okay, let's from this point let's actually go through the demo so you will see how it all looks like. So first you just sign up for the airdrop. Let's go with one hand again. Really didn't expect that. Oh. I hope, guys, you're enjoying my one-hand writing. And I'm just confirming I'm a human with some water glasses. Dudley, stop laughing. I know you wanted beer glasses. So signing up, it will say I've already signed up, because I did. I tested out my solution beforehand. Who would have thought? And basically, this sends you an email like this, where you can then claim your NFT. Like I mentioned before, I'm not a web designer, so this is a very simple form. You take it, do your thing, you do your magic, customize it, and I come to the point that I connect my wallet. Let's go with MetaMask at this point and claim my airdrop. This is the verification part. And since I already verified, it just show me my NFT. Here it goes. It's a nice butterfly. And this is basically, so you don't need to go to this website right now. I'll post a QR code later. And what I mentioned before, we also have an admin wallet, admin panel, where I can now connect. And it will show all the emails that are inside, if the NFT was successfully airdropped, if someone just registered but hasn't actually got airdropped. So this is really simple for an event organizer to then see what's going on. Just take this, of course, do a little bit redesign and have it work for them. And with that, I will now show you the code so you can show you the QR code so you can scan it and, of course, get the NFT. It's a nice butterfly. Go for it. And at the same time, I would like to encourage you to check these features and other features of the Appillon platform, mainly because it's awesome. And at the same time, we have an airdrop going on. So for every feature you check, every API call you do, not every, but every feature you do through code or through the dashboard, you can get points and be rewarded for that. So we really want to bring the developers to check the platform out, and that's the whole point of the airdrop. And at this point, I'll say thank you for your time, and I have some time for questions now, if anyone wants to ask something.
Is there questions from the audience? No. Okay. Is there one? Thank you.
So there we go. Yeah. So I guess you're presuming there's going to be more templates, and do you have anything in mind, or what's your first sort of go-to other than the one you just showed?
Others, I would say it's proof of attendance. I mean, this is a bit more airdrop-centric, but proof of attendance is a solution where the code is generated every 2-3 seconds, so you have to really scan it, and you have like 5 seconds to claim it, so that you really have to be at an event. Now that you mention it, we could be demoing that at the booth, but yeah, kind of forgot about that.
You could also then add, if you have this already pre-existing proof, you could then have other people verify it, and then that could be like a what's the right word for it? I can't think of the word now. Like level of like agreement that you were there. So basically proof that on the proof that you're not just some random person who had actually seen a photo and just scanned it, basically like that. So yeah.
Yep. And we have a few more solutions in the works, and a bit bigger, broader idea with this as well, because there's tons of developers that are building their own thing. So why not, unify that and have like a marketplace where you could sell those or share those solutions with everyone? Because from the, let's say, customer or user point of view, who are maybe a bit less dev-centric, but still want to do like small bits of blockchain things or experiment, it's really cool that they can just take and use it. So, and a lot of people here and are building this. So let's give them snippets, give them little small bites, so they can do a big bite later.
So like a WordPress template equivalent, essentially.
Yeah,
Like
but
funded, or like people sell it essentially, right?
yeah. But more general, like just any kind of dApp, like a marketplace or of sorts.